Hey. I forgot. I forgot I hit start. Oh no. Hold on. Yep. I just finished my sandwich. And ate some dark chocolate. A big mouthful of 70% cocoa for the chips. That is hysterical. I'm dangerous around my live stream. Oh my God, it's great to see my bumbles. Hello. So I had the GPS up. I don't know where it went. It froze out. Hang on, I got
fastest route. You should reach your destination by 4:37 p.m.
I don't know why. There we go. Okay, it's back up. I had to come back. Great to see y'all. Oh my goodness. I had to come back. I went down through Maggie Valley because I had to check on Wheels Through Time to make sure our favorite motorcycle destination, Wheels Through Time, was still up and running, and yes they are. I've got some photographs of that I'll put up on Facebook later. Sorry, I'm trying to get out of the parking lot. And I came back through here because of road closure, and some sheriffs had sent me, I talked to some sheriffs at the FEMA office. That's a whole other story. They sent me over here to the environmental health department, the ones who test wells and everything. And before I could even ask one of the workers there, I went into this room and said, does anyone need water filtration for fresh drinking water?
Use the right lane to take the US 19
and this woman
south,
was in
US
there.
23 south ramp to
She had just been denied help on her collapsed well, and she got the last water filtration kit for her hauler to help her whole hauler out.
Use the right lane to take the US 19 south ramp.
And so we just got her all set up with everything. She is an amazing woman. I got her in touch with Max Bishop because she works with therapeutic riding horses, and just an amazing woman. They need hay for the animals, but so far God's been providing them with hay enough for each week. And but they need hay for the therapeutic riding horses, and she needs a new home while waiting to see if she's approved for help to fix her home that she's still in that has collapsed roof, etc. And so I was able to put her in touch with Max
on US 23 south for 23 miles.
Chris, one of his mule riding buddies, is also in on that as well. So hang on, I've already gone to Maggie Valley. I don't want to do that. Let's go over here. Oh my goodness. I'm a big old hurry. Alright. Oh no, I missed what happened at Daryl Lee's. Prayers, honey. I don't know what happened, but prayers. God bless you. We're still in Hurricane Helen disaster area here. in Clyde, North Carolina. There are debris slides everywhere. Look at you guys, but look at these trees. Look at these trees up here ahead. It is absolutely stunning. Oh, God bless you, dear Lisa. Oh, my goodness. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. 31 years. Oh, my gosh. Bless your heart. Hello, Third. Good to see you. Great to have everybody here this afternoon. God bless you, dear Lise. I just can't even imagine how hard that's got to be. Amen, hon. Amen. Hey, Wyoming girl. So I just left the last water filtration system drop, and it was just completely God's workings that got me to this woman, and also to be able to put her in touch with Max Bishop and all the good works that they're doing now, because she was a perfect fit. Just amazing, absolutely amazing. Good afternoon, Trina. Hi, Carol. I know I've missed people. MC's in here. Hello, MC. You guys, I hit the store and then I took a big handful of chocolate chips. They were the 70+% cocoa. like a minute and almost 2 minutes into the thing, it's just all you can hear is me messing around in the car and eating chocolate. Too funny. The Indian store is up and running. Those are good motorcycles. Hi, Beverly. Sorry if I've missed anybody. So Batcave is, the road is closed to Batcave, to answer your question all this time later, Beverly. I mean, of course, there is some traffic that's got to go in some ways, but I wasn't trying to go to downtown Batcave. You know, you have to, the road only goes so far, and then you hike into that. I wasn't trying to do all that. I was strictly trying to get to this one woman who saw the cabins all destroyed, but could see how they could help people with temporary or permanent housing, and started mucking them out herself, she and her husband. And Max Bishop is the one who sent me her way. I was not able to get to her, but she's a remarkable, resourceful woman. She's got her husband to help her, and she is helping other people, and has a whole vision of how these cabins can be reset up. You quit smoking, you're on day 4. God bless you. You can do it, honey. I did it, and some days are kind of difficult, but it was easier in the beginning. I'm not even kidding you. I was ready. I know you're ready. You can do it. does. It seems like we're always driving into the sun, doesn't it? Oh my goodness. Not a cloud in sight, you guys. The entire time I've been down here, the only clouds I've seen are not natural ones. They weren't really clouds. They were more like stripes. So I'm in Waynesville now. I was in Clyde. That's where I was able to give the last kit to. And she's got a creek, Panther Creek, which is perfect, so that she doesn't have to use the river. Good afternoon, Linda. Don't forget to hit that like button for me. Oh, ow. Dang, what's going on? All right. So I'm tossed up right now as to my next destination. I haven't had a shower in 4 days. So I've been covered in all the disaster dust, is the only way to call it, because that's what it is. And haven't had a shower in 4 days. I feel kind of, I'm starting to feel pressured to get back to Maryland. But the cabin's only 2 hours away. I could get a shower there and then head back to Maryland in the morning. I didn't see any kitchens. The areas that I've been in today are Harwood. Hang on, I got it written down. No. Haywood, North Carolina, Clyde, Maggie. Yeah, I could get one at a truck stop if I wanted. Whoa. But they did open up the road. It was, from Asheville, it was 4.5 hours to get to the cabin 5 days ago, but now... Yeah, I thought I was going to wash more dishes than I did. I'm glad I washed some. I am. But it was a beautiful thing to connect people. A lot of good networking and getting drinkable water to people that needed it. This woman, she's been hauling her old truck, and when I say old, I mean old, to go and fill up 5 gallons of water. Some of them are old bleach bottles, to haul them back up to her place that's got a caved-in roof, and her well has caved in. Her well is caved in, and she didn't qualify for help with that. She has no drinkable water, no usable water, and she didn't qualify for help. How does that happen? And that was at the environmental department, the environmental health department. That's the parking lot we just left. How does that happen? I don't understand. Look at that. Wow. It is absolutely everywhere. But one thing too is if I can get a shower, I'm gonna get in touch with Shannon and see if I can check in on her. Because I wouldn't walk into the from her surgery. I wouldn't walk in there with all this kind of crap on me. I've been on the rivers where the sewage plant that was destroyed. To check. Yeah, be careful. For anybody who's just listening in the background that's interested in my walking into a FEMA office today, it was the only one that I've seen, and I decided to go in, and I spoke with one of the security that was there, and I asked him, I said, quietly, I said, so you think they're helping anyone? He goes, all I know is that people come in frowning and they leave smiling. Now, I did walk through and use the ladies' room, and so they've got tables where FEMA reps are sitting with, just in plain clothes, it looks like just community members sitting with them. And they're helping them fill out the paperwork for their disaster relief. I don't think they're actually receiving it. They're just filling out the paperwork. And the people are really nice that are helping the community members. So, that could be why they're smiling. I asked this one gentleman when I left. He was out in the parking lot. I had seen him come out, and I said, so are they going to help you? And he goes, we'll see. I was just filling out the paperwork. At least that's done. Hi, Portia Banda. Good to see you. Ooh, boy, I'm tired, y'all. It's really like giving away that last system, and that's 3 weeks later we've accomplished our mission. Pretty awesome. Just a drop of hope is still hope. Exactly. And everybody was smiling that was working in there, but it is the only FEMA sign that I saw. I was all over and around 40, Waynesville, Pensacola, Burnsville, Black Mountain, so many other towns in between, and just outside. I was on the outside of Asheville. Never saw any other signs for FEMA except for this one, and so that's why I was like, I'm going in. So I asked there was an officer outside. First, I talked to the sheriff that was there, and that's how I got the. I asked them if they knew of anybody that needed water, clean water, and that I had system, and he sent me over to the environmental health department, because he said they're all in charge of the wells and everything. They might be. Asked the security guard at the door if I could go in and use the ladies' room, and that's how I walked through and saw them all working, and then I wound up talking to the security officer that was inside. And I talked to him for a while. That was funny. the officer, the security guy from outside came inside. He's like, I was wondering where you went. Because I've been in there for like 10 minutes. Yeah, Spruce Pine is really difficult to get to. I was right near there. Everywhere needs volunteers, you guys. Everywhere. They all need volunteers.
In 2 miles, take exit 81 or US 23 South toward US 441 South, Dillsboro.
So we're checking on the Nantahala Gorge, hopefully, for me. I'm praying that the was okay. We're going right by Bryson City. I've been driving for 5 days straight and driving through all kinds of disaster, and I haven't had a shower since I left Maryland. I'm feeling really elated about having given away that last system to because that was just amazing that I wound up back in that area and went ahead and went over to the environmental health department.
In half a mile, take exit 81 for US 23 South toward US 441 South, Dillsboro.
I spent over an hour with Helen, the woman that I gave the system to, and she said the whole holler can benefit from it. Like, think about it this way, you guys.
Take exit 81.
This is like pretty amazing. Think about it this way. She had just been turned down for help with her collapsed well. Her only source for water
67 miles.
is collapsed. You know, clean water that she can drink is collapsed. She just got turned down. In walks some random woman asking if somebody needs a filtration system. She had just been turned down. Like that isn't me, that isn't us, that is God. And I'm just so grateful. Oh my gosh. So here, oh my goodness. So messages is what's taking up all the space, it's saying. It's flashing up a sign. Yes, it is. It's absolutely God's work. Absolutely. All of this has it just was put up on my lap, you know, because I just kept praying and I kept saying, you know, here I am, use me. In Jesus' name, amen. And he certainly has. And the same woman who got the water filtration is horses, therapeutic riding, and in need of safe, structured home while her home gets fixed. If the men who came by and said if they get donations enough, they'll fix her house. So she has no idea if that's going to happen or not, and it's not government. So I was able to put her in touch with all the people that are doing the tiny homes, because it's her property, and it's good property. It's got Panther Creek running through it, so she needs to stay on that property. FEMA, she said FEMA offered her a place to stay, and she said absolutely not. I'm not. I was like, God bless her. So she's been living with this collapsed roof, collapsed well, not knowing when any of it's going to be fixed, and standing her ground, because FEMA's like, well, we'll put you in a safe place somewhere else. Sorry, y'all, I'm just not that trusting. I'm just not, and neither was she, and God bless her for it. It may be a hack. Okay. Well, I keep having to clear up space in the phone, and it's not clearing up. So that's Facebook messages. Y'all don't send me any more. Don't send me any more messages right now. Let me clean some of that up. The links, I appreciate those, because they help me a lot when I'm driving. I can just go right to some of y'all's messenger and click on those. But I think this is saying messages. I don't know. Word pass with specifics, absolutely. Oh my gosh, thank you. Well, that's what I used to do with the recovery coaching. You know, it's all about networking, getting people to the resources, knowing, finding out what the resources are, keeping track of all the resources so that you can get the right people to the right ones, so they can survive their addiction, you know, and have a life free from it. And so all those skills I've been able to put to use down here is just awesome. I love it. Set to 30 days and then they'll go away. Oh, okay, that's probably a good idea. Yeah, she said no. She said no, night son. Now, whether it was FEMA camp, I don't know, but they just said they had a safe place for her to stay. I don't know. She said no. And, oh, you guys, starting out this morning, not knowing where I was heading, knowing that I was probably not going to be able to go to Batcave, because I wasn't able to connect with the woman who I was trying to go see, and in Batcave, and so it just wasn't working out. And I went into a little diner that was around from where I stayed, and got a breakfast sandwich. I was like, let me go in there and see if just anybody talks to me. And it was the waitress, one of the waitresses, not helping me, but somebody else. She's like, oh, did you get a to-go order? I said, oh yeah. I said, I'm not in any hurry. And then I asked her about relief efforts in their area. And she sent me down to Clyde, to that area. Well, to a whole nother area first, but I've seen a lot of disaster today too. So it was like, you know, one person to another place to another person to another place, and just how it worked. So in that parking lot of that diner, or that little restaurant, I'm walking by three men, one much older, elderly gentleman, and two men, and they said something about taking him to his home for the first time since the storm. So I heard the word river, and I was like, do y'all need clean water, clean drinking water? well, we all got to talking, and that man on his family property on the hill, he had to evacuate. He's definitely in his early 80s at least, and just a sweet old guy, and he had to evacuate. These men were there to take him to his home. He had to evacuate. He is finally able to get back up there to check on his house, his belongings, etc. 3.5 weeks later. I mean, that is heartbreaking. I'm praying that it's not as bad as he might think. And he looked me right in the eyes and he said, thank you. I mean, God bless him. Anyway, we were all talking for a little bit about all of our patriotic stuff, and one of the guys said it was nice to meet someone else who has common sense. I said, oh yeah, and then hippie called me. I said, here's another woman with common sense, and that's where we left. Just prayers for them, definitely. These people have been very patient. I would be constantly stressed about getting back to assess the damage. Yeah, brother, I'll tell you. Good afternoon, Sana. Oh my gosh. Look, the sides of this highway hold up. And there was more homes had their belongings piled up on the street, but a lot of them were intact. And so I was talking to this one man. What a lovely soul he was. Oh my goodness, all tatted up and everything. Lives right there at the edge of the Wheels Through Time Museum. That's a motorcycle haven, if y'all don't know what that is. So I'm sure people are wondering how that's held up after seeing footage of the river running through the town. And it's a biker destination. It's like the tail of the dragon. It's like you gotta go. And talked to this man there at that house there, and just a lovely man, and talking about, you know, don't worry about it. You know, just keep praying. Giving it to God. And he said, no matter who winds up being president, just keep praying. I said, amen. The one security guard at the FEMA place said, he said, quite honestly, I really don't vote. And I said, and then we were talking. I said, well, you really should vote, but vote for God's principles. And you're not voting this year. So if you're going to vote for Harris, I'd rather you not vote at all. He laughed. He was a nice fella. He must have missed that one about her telling the person who said Jesus is king that he was at the wrong rally. He must have missed that one. I decided not to bring it up. yeah, the sites are gorgeous, aren't they? What's the most useful items you have for glamping in the van? Oh my goodness, the cupboard that Dad and I built by far. That has just been invaluable. We built that cupboard back there that the front drops down and becomes a table. I couldn't have functioned so easily without it. No way. Just awesome. I'm very, very nicely set up. Very comfortable. Extremely. But I'm pretty tired just on a hill. But I don't look it. I look like I got the best night's sleep ever. What's up, y'all? Got my braids going. My favorite baseball cap. This is to keep the dust off, and I never remembered to use it. I swallowed so much dust, y'all. My chest is so heavy with dust. It's unreal. Good Lord. Oh yeah, intentional storage and table, yes, absolutely invaluable. I've got just a real nice setup. I'll show y'all again another time. There's plenty of videos about it. There's videos of when Dad and I built it together at the cabin. That was a lot of fun. Oh, thanks, nice son. Yeah, you can't tell I haven't had a shower in 4 days. What is this? Today's day 5. Ew. Just use wipes. No big deal. It's really not. Honestly, I really don't want to go to the cabin, but if I'm going to try to see, I don't know if y'all heard that or not. This darn thing keeps running out of storage. That was awesome, Beverly. It was. So we've now bottomed out the beehive 3 times. That was too funny. Oh yeah, that road to the Miller camp in Pensacola, North Carolina, there was this one spot on it that I was scraping the center of the van for good, I don't know, 15, 20 feet, maybe a little bit more, going in and going out. And I'm just like listening, you know, making sure it's not like pulling away from the van, you know, like pulling anything apart. It just sounded like it was scraping. I don't know. I'll have it's got to be all clogged up. That was so much dust. I'm all clogged up, so I know the van is too. Yeah, this is an expensive trip. If anybody would like to contribute to my expenses, that would be awesome and so appreciated. And then I've got other places you can donate to listed. I'm going to add more for the tiny homes as well. And once I get those links up for those tiny homes, if y'all can share them out, because not everybody is aware that these services are going to be available. and are available. So we got to get that information out to the world. Hey, conservative. Yeah, I definitely put this van to the test these last days. That's for sure. I was talking to Helen about the woman, the last woman here. I was talking to her about it, how I was amazed that I didn't wind up in the river, because this other truck did. And she goes, yeah, that red truck went right in there. She knew exactly where it was. I was like, yeah. I was like, I couldn't believe I didn't wind up in there. I wasn't even in low gear. I didn't know I had one. Oh, got some hot tea going. That's good. Is that the only spot I had an issue? And putting the van through that, to be honest with you. But here's what happens. You wind up going in a certain direction and suddenly you're in it. You're just in it. You don't know what to expect. So if your car can't take it, don't do it, because like I said, you don't want to become a commodity. That's why it was not my intention to bring the van into those kinds of places. But once you're in, you're in. You better have the skills to get back out again, or you're going to wind up stuck and they're going to have to pull you out, and that's time taken away from the efforts of the cleanup. So you know what I'm saying? Hi, Gloria. Damascus is a total disaster. We had lots of customers in that area. Oh, that's awesome. Well, I just gave away the last water filtration unit not even an hour ago. I know, honey, you have stayed so busy. I know you're volunteering too at the Pull Center and stuff. God bless you. Damascus, Virginia, huh? Let me write it down. So they opened up roads. I'm headed to the cabin to get a shower and a night's sleep on without an incline. I've been on an incline the last couple of nights, really, in the van. Last night was the worst one. I kept sliding to the front seat. Damascus, Virginia. Okay. Disaster. All right, I wrote it down for you. You've done some rough back roads? Okay, cool. That's good. You got good tires? That was southwest. Oh, Southwest Virginia. Oh, okay. I'm gonna write it down. Southwest Virginia. I know, I miss you, Gloria. Oh. watching my reruns. God bless you. Yeah, it's been something, hasn't it? It has been something. I've met some amazing. I've cried with people. I cried with the man that I met at the Wheels of Time when I went over there. He lives right there. Jerry, Mike's nice man. Oh my goodness, holy, connected to God, absolutely. Hey, California Patriot. Hey, Darlene. Great to see y'all. Whew, I'm tired. I'm suddenly extremely road weary. Didn't want to talk with your mouth full. Good for you. Yeah, I just ate a sandwich back there too. It's going to take years for people to dig out, y'all. Absolutely years. Anybody with breathing problems, I would highly suggest to stay out of these areas. They're burning all kinds of stuff. I even saw the smoke from what was probably a burn pit in between some mountains down in a valley. I tried to get a picture of it for y'all, but I couldn't do it. I was on a twisty, windy road. There's all kinds of smaller fires dotted everywhere. The dust and sand and God knows what chemical, etc. is a lot. It doesn't stink. I never went anywhere where it stank. Max said one who said that it stank, and none of his team said it smelled at all, including him. So, you know, maybe there's some areas that have been, but there was also maybe a couple of people who are sensationalizing. But it is dirty. Count on that the air is not healthy. So if you have any breathing problems at all, any lung issues, respiratory issues, this is not the place for you to be coming to help. Yeah, worst part of the year for allergies too on top of it. That's right. I don't know if y'all can feel it, but my chest is, just breathing is, just talking is kind of exhausting right now because my chest is very heavy. I feel like all my sinuses are clogged up with all this dust and everything. Yeah, clean dirt. There ain't no clean dirt down here, that's for sure. I mean, the sewage plant was